true. Good times, sunshine, gonna be here in no time now. Bad times, gray skies, push them all away, turn them upside down. You're gonna break new ground, turn everything around. You're gonna live your life. There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, you'll be okay. Beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. A beautiful day.
Hello, welcome back to the Booga Box live stream. Medium Project Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I am still trying to figure out what is going on here. I guess that's one of the things about having a timer on your intro. Getting back and making sure everything is set. But again, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I want to thank everybody that joined us yesterday. We did a quick live stream yesterday. It was our 1-year anniversary of doing a live stream, so we gave a few things away. We had a few people join us, so it was good to have y'all. Alright. There we go. I think we're finally back to normal. Almost. Yeah, I don't know what was causing my laptop was going a little funky. So, I think that's ready. So, tonight we're going to continue working on what we started last week. You might be able to tell what it is by now. I'm going to wait for a few people to get here, and then we might talk about it and look at it a little more. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to continue working on it, though. I will definitely say what it is on next week's post it, but we'll I think everybody will kind of figure it out by now, and somebody asks, I will say what it is. Next week I hope to get in a little bit of work on it, and we'll see what happens for tonight, and next week we're going to work on a little different part of this. And we'll show off what that kind of is here in just a few. Okay. Hoping everything works alright tonight. Worked yesterday. Had a problem the time before. Just never know anymore. So we're just kind of working this as kind of like an inlay. Just up and down the rows till we get done. It'll be kind of squarish once we get done. Oh, I guess I should transport us over to the other camera. Oh, where's there it is. Gotta figure out what scene it was. Transformation. And hopefully I'll keep it in the screen here. But, like I said, I hope everybody had a good weekend. We had a pretty nice couple days. Got a little rainy today, a little cooler, but, you know, normal spring, I guess. Other than everything's going to start growing now. So it's supposed to be rainy today, tonight. Chances again for most of tomorrow, I guess. And at some point Wednesday, I don't know if it's morning or night, still rainy. But then we finally get a little more cold come in, and it could change over to snow at some point. So we'll see how that works out. I'll flip back over. So I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to finish this off yet. We're going to go ahead and say what it is in case you're watching later and don't want to wait forever. It's a tic-tac-toe board. And I'm trying to debate on how I want to finish it up. Checkerboards and chessboard, they can roll up and be secured. Little straps. It works out pretty well. Bag for the pieces. I'm trying to think about, it's kind of why I'm working on a back piece. You can kind of see right here beside me. This piece over here. To make it into some type of bag that can hold its own pieces. Except it doesn't need to be nearly as big as it's going to be as a bag. I don't know if that's going to be necessarily a bad thing or not. So I've kind of stopped working on the back for right now. Because I do want to get this front panel done. And then kind of play around with it and see if there's another way I can have it fully open and be able to close it nice enough to hold the pieces within it. But I mean, as a not necessarily a last resort, I figure, let's do a back panel, stitch up the sides and the bottom, make some type of drawstring at the top, and put the pieces in there. Like I said, it'll be a little large, but overall I think it'd be kind of cool. I'm trying to think of something else I could put on the back side, a different type of game, and then that could have other pieces. I thought maybe a mini checkerboard with smaller pieces instead of 1-inch pieces. You use like 1/2-inch pieces. But I need to get one panel done fully, and then I might experiment with that. But I think I'll need to, if I want to do that for a future one, which I think would be fine, I think I need to use different ring sizes and a little bit tighter of a weave. Because this is just a 4-in-1, so it's a little loose-ish. So, I want to play with that. So we'll see how this one works. I've just figured this would make a good thing I've been wanting to do for a while. A good starter, generic one to start with, and then kind of, like I said, I don't know when I'm done, which way do I want to hem it up. Do I expand it where it can be a whole circle so it's a nice round, and then stitch at the bottom, which would make it flat? I could do a normal round bottom on it, but then when it lays out flat, you're going to have this triangle-y piece down here, which might not be a bad thing. So, but if I turn it the other way, where it's front and back are one kind of piece, and stitch up the sides, there won't be too much bottom area there, but it's going to be harder to close up the top when the tops are coming up like that. If this is the top side, the way the rings are, they don't want to bunch up as easy together. So I have to figure out some way of getting around that per se. That's why I figure I'll get the first panel done here, the front panel, and then I can kind of play with it and try some different things and see if I like it. At that point, I can do still fold it either way and do some testing there. I can fold it this way and have it normal all the way around and see how, that would be like a normal bag style. But how will it look with a flat closed bottom? Something to play with. Or if you end up going the other way, which is fine, up and down, and this is your top, but how are you going to cinch all these together that are going odd? They don't want to really cinch. I thought there's a couple different ways I could go about that. So it's just a matter of playing and testing, seeing what might work, what might not work. You never know till you get in there and do it. Like I said, I've done it different ways. You could come in and do single Japanese weave up there at the top. Maybe do a little half triangle to be able to cinch it closed. But then how's that going to lay out flat? That's the next thing. So, because when you're playing the game, you want the board to be flat. And you don't want to have any kind of oblong things in it. Originally, I thought about maybe just making the board, roll it up, make a bag separately, that this would fit in along with the pieces, which is still a possibility. I could make the bag out of bigger rings. I'd have to see if I have enough, though. So that'd make it a little quicker, and it could all fit in one little bag, but I don't know, that's what I'm saying. Too many possibilities. I don't know which way I want to go yet. Too many choices. That's the thing why a lot of times when I'm doing these kind of things, I'll end up doing a couple of them just to try, especially bracelets with a weave. Will the weave work this way? Will it work in bigger rings? Will it work in square rings? And then the variations of that weave. Kind of the same thing with these. It's like I want to build it just as a flat panel, and then make it a bag, make it a roll-up style. I mean, like I said, if I could make it smaller, it would make it more expensive to have more pieces to do like a half-size checkerboard with checker pieces. It's making me wonder, because then it wouldn't be too bad. It would have more stuff in it. You'd have to pull it out though. If you want to play tic-tac-toe, you got a bunch of your other pieces sitting off to the side, because you couldn't leave them in there being lumpy then. So you kind of have your trade-off back and forth. But now I'm half tempted to try wonder half-sized checkerboard. There, I mean, I know I've got half-inch rounds. Wouldn't be much room in between when you put capture it in the 3/4 Persian. This is the piece. They're double-sided. Figure I go with 10 of them. Then you only need 9, but figure one extra. Just each person can have 5. They'll pick their side. They'll be on theirs and put it on there. O takes a square. I've made up 2 so far. This is what we're going to actually work on next Monday. Is working on making up a few more of these. I might make up another 1 or 2. Who knows before then? But simple little wraps, and then you just kind of wrap them around the thing. I'm using a little different rubber ring size on this than I normally do when it like on my checker pieces. Makes it a little tighter, a little more dense. In a way, I like it a little better. A little tougher to get on, but once you do get it on, you work it in. They hold up pretty well. I mean, I like the other sizes too. One reason I went this route is because that's all I actually had. Will I be making any of these online? Hello, Bobby. Good to see you. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about next Monday. We're going to be working on making up the wraps for some of these. We've only got the 2 so far, so I figured we'll spend a couple nights doing the board, and then a couple nights we'll be doing the pieces to it. Hope you're having a good night there, and thank you for joining us. They're pretty simple and easy. If you use, right now, like I said, I'm using the 16 gauge, 3/16, and making it tighter for sure. I'm using 1 more ring in the full circle compared to, I do have my, I can show these. I pulled out the set of my Batman. Get up into the camera here. I think we're there. You can see it's a little more dense. I don't know if you can quite tell the difference in the ring. It's a little thicker overall side to side too. But this one, these use 23. This one uses 22 total metal rings. But we'll get into that next Monday. Very nice. I'd like to see you doing it because it's still waiting on rings to come in. Yeah, we'll work on that. Like I said, next Monday we're gonna probably just see how many we can kind of finish up in a stream. As I got 8 more to do. I've got 2 done out of the 10 needed. So, and then like I said, hopefully I'll get some more done on this and kind of start to figuring out if I'm gonna turn it into a bag. Am I gonna leave it flat? I just need to get it into the basic full one side of it and see what I think. And that is my wife there, Bobby. Got 18 gauge and the size of the ring that you use for it. Yeah, that's the size I use for them. On the Batman set, it's 3/16 metal, 3/16 rubber ring, both 18 gauge. And it is easier to do, I will say that, especially when it comes to making that final ring to fully enclose your capture piece there. That last ring is kind of, it's already a booger in 18 gauge, but 16 gauge, it's kind of a pain. But I found a little trick and a way of doing it, so. Why did I grab a silver? I don't like silver. But so yeah, that'll be next Monday. And like I said, I hope to get most of this board done tonight. I could have gotten it done before if I wouldn't have spent time doing on the back side. And like I said, that's why I decided to stop on that, because I want to get the full front done first. And to decide if I'm going to even need a full sheet for the back yet. I used squared 16 gauge on this. It might work okay for a checkerboard. Make a half size checkerboard. The square rings would definitely be a little tighter. Or just go down to 18 gauge 1/4 inch and make it 6-in-1, which would match more of the current checkerboards, chessboards. I've done box and 18 gauge 3/16. Had fun doing it, yeah. Now I've got pretty much everything. I've got a stretchy version of if it can be done, it seems like. I kind of like doing the stretchy versions in a way sometimes. A lot of people, it shows they'll be going, it's the rubber band stuff. And it's like, no, not quite, but I know why you can see that. But, I mean, that's what this is here. Hey Barb, good to see you. It's the Bard. Hope you're having a good night. I have a Shenanigans kit that has the EPD in it, not done yet. Oh, that's a fun one too. I think I made up like 8 or 9 of those after I did the first one, because I was like, man, this is kind of fun. I kind of like Shenanigans. And so I had 3 or 4 metal ones, and then I tried it in a different size, and I made 2 more, and then I started doing the stretchy versions too. Good to see y'all tonight. Open it up far enough. But so far today it's been all just rain for the most part, no thunderstorms with it, and I haven't heard any lightning or anything, just a nice little drizzle of rain. Puppy withdrawal is a real affliction. I could see that. I could see that. Pet withdrawal, any kind of really. Cat, dog, ferret, rabbit, whatever it might be. I've had them all. Been running for the last 3 days off and on. Yeah, ours just started today, but it's supposed to be the next 2.5, 3 days, I guess, of rain. So maybe we're getting what you've been having. What you making? You talking to me? You talking to me? No, I need to. We're making a tic-tac-toe board. My X's and O's will be little pieces here, and they're double-sided, so I'll make up 10. Each side gets 5, and they'll just pick their side, and they'll go to battle in tic-tac-toe. I don't know yet if I'm going to make it a full bag to hold their own pieces, or how I'm going to do that part yet. I was kind of working on a back part to make it a bag, sorta. It'd be a rather large bag just to hold 10 pieces, but I haven't decided yet. I'm going to get this whole front panel done and then decide on how I'll be able to play with it and test it and see if I want to try something different for connecting it up or making it being able to hold the pieces. Do I make just a larger bag that both parts, the board and the pieces go in, or what? I haven't decided yet. Like I said, I want to get this done, and then I'll kind of play with the idea of how I want to go further. Be quicker with having a bag, a separate bag, because I could use bigger rings and punch out a pretty decent sized bag pretty quick for that. But do I want to do that or not? I don't know. Since I already got part of the back done, if I decide to go bag. Like I was saying earlier, and then I've got to decide if I do go bag form, do I want to stitch it up from the sides? Do I want to stitch it up at the bottom? So do I, want it to hang this way? Do I want it to hang this way? Too many options still. Dang it. I barely opened these up just enough to get through, and I'm missing it. Well, I think it'd be pretty neat when it's done. I've been wanting to do a tic-tac-toe board for a while. Could have probably gone smaller, and I might still even try a smaller one. I think if I go with the 16 gauge 3/16, it would definitely have to be a board or some type of bag. This is because it's pretty stiff stuff. This is an example of 3/16. 16 gauge. You don't get a whole lot of play, and there's not much stretch. In this direction, there's like none. I mean, it gets real tight in this direction. You get a little bit this way, but not much that way either. So, but then it would definitely have to be some type of hard-sided bag in a way for that to work well. But it could. I've got quite a bit of that in black and red that I could do a test half-size board maybe in that. Again, too many thoughts, too many ideas. Where are we at here? 20, a little over 20 minutes, cool. Okay, I guess I might start counting here. I need 8 rows here of blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is more on row 6, so 2 more. I guess I could have done some more on this earlier. I didn't want to get too far into it. I wanted to work on the other inlay, but again, it was getting the camera set up. That's why in the next inlay I'm not going to do the time lapse on it, because I think I'll just get it done quicker that way. Because I've gotten quite a bit done on side projects compared to I'm bending probably 3 times the amount of rings outside of working on the inlay. I could have had the inlay done by now. Again, I hope everybody had a good weekend. Cat's enjoying my chair right now. I wouldn't let him have it earlier today. I was working on some video for the band stuff, and so I kept, there'd be times where I'd get up for just a few minutes, and I'd come back, and he's like, "I want the chair." "No, it's my chair. Leave me alone." It's like, "You have my bench chair here," and he used it, but he kept giving me a dirty look every time I turn around. I'd spin around in my desk chair and look over, and he'd kind of give me that little one-eyed look, from laying down, like, "Yeah, I see you there. You're in my chair." As soon as I got up to the stream, he knows my little routine. I normally start at 6 o'clock getting things kind of going, and he knows about the 6:45 mark is the last time I've really used the desk chair as I'm getting the rest of the cameras and stuff going, and he's like waiting. He's like, "I know you're getting ready. I know you're getting ready. I want my chair for a while." Come here. Come here. Pretty much jumped up there. Now I talk about him. Now he's up. It's like, "You're talking about me. I'm out of here." He won't go outside though. It's raining. I got the door open for him, but he looks out there a couple different times going, "Yeah, not worth it." Alright, so that was 6, row 6. 2 more little rows here. These aren't taking very long, really. And they're only, I think I had 31 rings per row on this, so be a little less tall to make it square. For this, if this is my square way. Depending on which way I go, like I said. Don't know yet. Hey Sean, good to see you. How we doing? Doing pretty good. Working on our little tic-tac-toe board. Yet to decide if I'm going to turn it into a bag to hold the pieces or have it just roll up into another bag. I don't know yet. Just playing around, playing around. Hope you're having a good night, good weekend. Had a good weekend. I always miss your Sunday nights. I always got my planned racing on Sunday nights, so never get to catch your Sunday nighters. That's Sean White over there from Mailworks. Go over and check out his stream. Seems like he streams every night of the week. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed somebody over on my Twitch. Like the bracelet, is that just 4-in-1? The one that I'm wearing here? Yeah, it's a basic 4-in-1 stretchy. Made it just perfect for me. I don't like loose, but I don't like tight, and it worked out perfect. No, I don't wear it too often, but I did have a good weekend. Good, Sean. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Sorry I missed your Twitch comment there. I'm not as often looking at the Twitch side of things. Had cornbread and cabbage and the in-laws came over. Cornbread and cabbage. Cornbread part sounds good. I've never been a cabbage fan. We grew up on it, and I hated it then, and I have ever since. I always hated going back for like a reunion or something. It was like just all kinds of different cabbage meals and casseroles and this and that made of cabbage, and it was like, ugh. When's Turkey Day? Give me cornbread and turkey. I'm good. Still, I think I'd still rather have cabbage, though, over liver. Ugh, God, I hated liver nights. Oh, they still give me nightmares. Liver and onions. Ugh. This gives me chills even just saying it. The thought of it. Corned beef, my bad. Instead of cabbage, you say corned beef. Okay. Gotta make sure I keep looking over there a little more often now. That was Beatty over there on Twitch. Good to have you over there. Don't get a whole lot of viewers on the Twitch side of things, but glad to have you. And don't forget, everybody, give a good like, a subscribe, a thumbs up, all that good stuff. All the little things like that always help get the little streamers like us out there, especially in such a narrow market per se. Millions of people play video games when they stream, but you don't have a whole lot of chain mailers that stream. Come on, Ring. Work with me here. You know where you need to go. So I'll probably be able to get this one done, this side. I think I'm only going to go 2 full blues at the end to get it more square. We'll see when we get there. Some 3 on the edges, you know, the way the rings lay and all that. Oh, darn it. I was supposed to flip over to silver. Oh, where are you at? There you are. I did that twice before when I was working on it, expanding it out. Was it Friday night? I gave it a little bit of work. Didn't pull another one out. Okay. And I started realizing, I was like, hey, where'd my stripe go? Oh, I forgot to put it in there. Let's see here, what else? Nothing really else went on this weekend for the most part. Just kind of did the normal house stuff. Trying to prepare for doing outside. I mean, I did every day now. I'm getting probably 2 hours, sometimes a little more of doing video work. Eventually, I'll need to get to about 3 or 4, but I'm still working with the laser stuff. My next, got some Zippos that I'm going to try to do some graphics for to laser those up. Got the coin done. Hey, did you see Aaron's chainmail covers for her motorcycle? I'm blown away. No, I haven't. She just posted that today. I haven't done a whole lot of Facebook scrolling today, I will admit that. Monday's always a little more busy checking on packages that got shipped out and getting other packages ready that got made up over the weekend, etc. I have to go over and see and check that out here when I'm done tonight. It was a few days ago. I wonder how I missed that then. I'm trying to think. I mean, I didn't spend a ton of time on the weekend online. I was on the computer, like I said, working on stuff, but Not a whole lot of online. Mostly just checking messages, emails, making sure I don't miss any of that. If you got a link handy to it, give me a post in here. I'd like to go check it out. I don't see how I would have missed that, but I do. That's why sometimes, every once in a while, I have to spend, a couple hours going back through and just scrolling down through the different chainmail pages on Facebook, because, I'll miss stuff from here and then on, different times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this will be the last one with any silver in it. Gotta go put my kid to bed. I'll talk to you all later. Okay, good to see you, Sean. I'm sure I'll catch you on your stream here in a little bit. Might be a little late myself getting in there, but I will be there. I wish I knew how to copy links from Facebook. Yeah, sometimes it is a booger how they do all that. It's kind of like any other website, you can always scroll down to the bottom and there's always links to the company, blah, 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 blah. And you can never scroll down to the bottom of Facebook. It never ends. It just goes and goes and goes. It's one of those things that just drive me nuts sometimes. Oh, stay up there, ring. Let's see here. I know I need to check out the schedule because I think they've got a concert next Tuesday. I'm hoping I got the date wrong in my head because I thought it was 28th, but 28th is a Monday. And I'm like, hopefully I don't have to move around the stream next Monday. Normally the concerts are always on Tuesdays. So I do need to get that going. I need to check out when contest is, because in that and the final concert coming up, I need to get all that situated. Normally up on a little more than I have been this past year. Just been more busy with doing the chainmail. So what are you doing on the desk? Huh? Yeah. I gave you the chair, not my desk. Huh? Yeah, you want to come up here and talk? Where'd you go? I'll make sure you don't start jumping for it. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Go take the chair. You only get the chair for a little bit longer. Take it while you can. I'd like to have a way where I could get them up here and show off the cat, but this table is a no-no and they know that, so they don't very seldom get up here. On occasion, and normally it's because I'm walking around doing something, behind me on the lasers or something, and this is a little more open, and I'm putting stuff from the laser over here to do any cleaning or whatnot to it, and they'll be like, it's all open. I want to be right there. You're going to be right back. I want to be up there. I want to be up there. I found one of the posts and tagged you. Thank you, Barb. Appreciate that. I'll have to go look at that when I'm done streaming tonight. Yeah, I'm trying to... something like that I think would have poked out in my brain and made me go, hey, that's cool, I haven't seen, something like that. And normally those do poke out at me, but I'm trying to think. I guess I haven't really scrolled a ton of them here lately. I will be honest. I've been spending a little more time in some of the Facebooks for the laser, just trying to find settings and different things for the laser, since I've been testing all the new stuff for it. trying all the. There's a lot of things to it. Different little power settings can make or break something you're working on. So I figured there's always that little bit of waste in the learning process, and there has been. Okay, make sure I'm not missing too much here. Oh, where are we at anyway? We're at 40. So, this is the last row of this, and then should be able to get at least another row of blue put in here at the end, since there'll be no more silver. I'll definitely get some more done on it tonight. Probably do a little bit while I'm watching Sean's stream later. Depending on how much I get done after I get done doing my stream tonight, I'll have to go eat. Forgot to kind of eat again. And then get a few things caught up real quick. And either I'll kick back and just kind of hang out and chat in the stream tonight, or I'll turn it on and head back over here and just listen. Depends on the night. Some nights I'll do that. Some nights I'll just kick back and kind of hang out, chat. Depends on the night. Today has actually been a nice chainmail day for me. Actually kind of started a little bit last night. One of my more productive days in doing chainmail. I got several other, 3 other bracelets done. A couple different weaves. And I did another couple sets of earrings. So more just standard stuff though for getting the show stock back up. And I think the motorcycle cover was fantastic. Yeah, y'all got me jonesing out, wanting to see it now. Well, I think I found a thing I'm going to end up making. I found one I could buy online. I think I'm going to make my own little jewelry displays. It'll be easier for putting up in tent at event time. So I got to find a way of cutting down the 2-hour setup time, sometime a little more than 2 hours of setup time. Teardown is normally quicker, but in a way, it's a pain. It is quicker, but then you have to reorganize when you get back home. So I think I've got an idea of what I want to use, where I can just kind of have something that's more easily just opens up, and here we go. Because that's the time-consuming part sometimes, is when you've got, 40, 50 bracelets, you got to put up, another 20, 30 necklaces, and they're all hanging individually. And so I started using the spinners for the dog tags. My earrings and everything are on spinners now. Big giant, well, not giant, but they can hold quite a bit of stuff. It's definitely helped a bit. I'm going to actually redesign those and go back down to 3 sides instead of 4. 1 for weight purposes, and 2 just because it's a little overwhelming right now with 4 sides on them. And if I can get something better because I got one I use, it's got all my dog tags. I got 3 different sides on it. It's the only one that's on a 3 version still. And then earrings, I used up all 4 sides, but I think I'm going to condense those down a little bit. I have sold quite a few, so I do need some more, but I want more of a variety. But I think I'm going to shrink it down. Then the 4th one's got most of my stretchy bracelets on it. Trying to think of what else did I have. Oh, keychains. So I'm hoping to bring that down a little bit too. If I can get more of my necklaces and bracelets kind of put in something that I can just kind of take to the show, pop open, and there you go. Bob's your uncle type thing. think I've got a basic idea on how to make one. Now it's just a matter of how much gold do you have to have for the wood right now. Last time I went to try to buy wood, it was so expensive I decided not to. So I have no idea, but it might be worth it in the long run. Like I said, speed up setup time would be nice. I always need to plan on the 2 hours, and then even that's what most places give you, 2 hours to get set up. And normally we're about a half an hour into the event, you know, that we're still kind of putting out little tidbits. And if I can, you know, like I said, that's always the time taker, is all the different. Maybe I just have too much stuff. I don't know. Can never have too much stuff, though. But I do know a lot of stuff does get kind of lost. I'm trying to figure out new ways of showcasing some of the stuff. Like my lamps are normally on the upper shelf, you know, and they're definitely harder to see when they're up there. So, you know, in a way I want to make it more compact, but with more stuff, so it's not so overwhelming. It's not so bad whenever we've had a few events where we've gotten double the space. You can kind of spread it out. And it does look better, but sometimes it's not cost effective depending on the event to get double space. But when we have used double space, we've got a lot more stuff kind of spread out, and I think it helped in the overall. But it has to be the right event. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is row 9. So yeah, all blues. I already said that once, but we're right at the crosshairs here. If I was off, I'd rather do it now. But yeah, I've got a few Zippo lighters. I'm going to be testing on laser tomorrow, since tomorrow's laser day. And then I've got another coin I'm going to try to do a basic design into. I've gotten the one done for the band. I don't know if they're going to use them yet or not. I'm still need to find that out, if they want to do them or not. And so I need to get ordering, because finding good coin blanks like that are not easy, and they're not cheap. Oh yeah, the next was going to be doing some testing on stainless steel straight on the laser, getting some colorations in that, because if that can work, I can kind of expand my tumblers and start, instead of just using powder coated ones, I can use the stainless steel ones, and then so many different size cups that I normally can't get in powder coated style. So and start lasering up some of those. And I got some ideas. I want to try some things. Good night, Barb. Glad to have you drop in with us tonight. I will be getting your stuff sent off to you tomorrow. I will get it finished, boxed up tonight. And got your address from you, so it'll be going out tomorrow. Hope you have a good night. But they got some neat tumblers, and I got a few ideas I'd like to try that just can't, you know, everything's always so different. You know, you use a powder coated tumbler is different than like a aluminum type tumbler that's got a glossy finish on it, and different from a stainless steel insulated tumbler. That's part of what I need to actually kind of do later tonight too, is I got 2 more graphics I need to finish up. I could probably finish them up tomorrow pretty quickly before needing them to do, but if I can get them done tonight, it'd be better, just so that they're ready. Though, there are sometimes I end up doing a late night Monday laser run, depending on what I've got going on Tuesday. I guess I did a few weeks ago. I did make a Monday night run on the laser. But it does help for the Tuesday runs because it's more, everything's kind of already ready to go instead of waiting until Tuesday and then getting set up. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of time to it, but there's a bit of time to go through and get a setup going, and depending on which laser you're going to use too. He can go take a chair back. I don't know where he went. Not on the chair. He's not around me. He could be just sitting at the door looking at the rain going, yeah. If it wasn't raining, I could be out there laying down. Would say chasing stuff, but because he's old and he's just shot all the time now, he just kind of goes out there, lays down, goes out into our little garage tent shed thing that we have, and hangs out in there during the summer normally. And he doesn't wander too far anymore. But that's why Marble doesn't go out anymore, because I know she wanders. She goes. I've caught her running down the street from a good amount, and then she likes hanging out on the corner. Drives me nuts. Our street's a dead-end street, so we don't have a lot of traffic, but we're, basically one house down from another main street that, our dead end goes off of. It's got some fairly decent traffic. It's not super busy, but there's if you don't use that street that can hook over to some of the others, you have to go down, probably 3 or 4 blocks to get to any of the other crossers. So then there's a little gas station right there on the corner up here. So, we get traffic, and it just drove me nuts. She'd just hang out over there at the corner of the streets there and just drive me nuts. That's what I hate about outdoor cats, though. Buzzy can't help it to a degree because he kind of brung him in from being outside after he got thrown out from his previous owners. Marble kind of graduated to that because of the other cats in the house. But that has to stop. She's getting too old for it. She didn't grow up outside, so she's not really outside smart. She's like, I can be an inside kitty that's outdoors, but it just doesn't work. She doesn't understand other animals. She doesn't understand people outside. Doesn't understand what a freaking car is. So now we're on to the second row. Yeah, I'm probably going to go this 2, 3. Yeah, I might end up having to go 3 pass to give me a decent spacing between. I want to get kind of the same amount that I got here up here. And I don't think 2 is going to give me the look I'm going for, so we'll probably have to go with the third one. So basically, I guess I'm in about 6 more rows than I was expecting to, just because I wasn't thinking it properly through. Where are we at anyway, time-wise? We're 54, so we're almost closing in on our hour. Probably just go a few minutes over, maybe. We'll see. I think I want to finish off this row, though, before we call it done for the night. No, it shouldn't take too long. I haven't been timing out how much or how long each row is going to take, but and I do want to say, if you guys have any ideas of something you'd like to see on a stream sometime, let me know. Like Bobby, she's wanting to look at how I'm making the pieces. wraps for my pieces. And we're going to do that next Monday on for this project. But if there's ever anything you want to see, you know, if it's a basic kind of, not a paid tutorial piece, you know, I've done a lot of weaves. There's still a lot I still want to do, so especially if it's something I haven't done, I'm still trying to get a good group of stuff together for doing new weaves on Wednesday. It's what I'm always looking for anyway. Finding ones I like is always the problem. There's a lot of them out there, but a lot of them to me they look like a jumbled mess of rings, and they call it something. But some people might like that, though. I mean, I'm not into like the shaggy tree scales and stuff myself, but people like them, so maybe I should just go ahead and try them sometime. Who knows, it might grow on me. I mean, there's many things that I used to hate that I do enjoy now. JPL. I used to hate JPL, but I kind of like it now. I've used it more and more and more lately. I thought I missed something else over there. Well, it's good to have a legit. No, I guess I've had a few legit Twitch comments over the past. Been a while, few far between. Probably been a good 4 or 5 months since I've actually had a comment over on the Twitch side, so that was kind of neat. YouTube, it seems like about once a month I'll get a couple comments there, but I find more YouTube comments afterwards. Somebody's watched the video at a different point in time and made a comment in it during it. And if you ever need to get a hold of me, you can get a hold of me through Facebook or, you know, most of those types of places. I get notifications letting me know that somebody's trying to contact me, so... Yeah, I wonder, I don't know, next week maybe I'll pull out some other rings too to show kind of how I start my, basically the 3/4 Persian. It's basically a full Persian with that missing one ring, so it's built the same way. But I kind of, the only time I don't use a tie or anything to start it with. I just found it easier to just do it. But sometimes if I got to make these type of loops, making a thing to hold something like these tags, when I go to do my final ring through, I'll use either a paper clip or some type of straight poker type thing to put where my ring's going to go, and then I'll weave my ring through that same place as I'm mostly pulling that out. It's the only time I use anything to really help, and only when it's real tight like that. When they're a little bit looser and stuff, you normally don't have to. We'll talk about that more next week when we work on some of those. Hopefully I might have the board done by then. We'll see. Like I said, I'll probably get more done on it than the inlay just because I don't have to worry about the camera and all that. Yeah, I've been doing them for a while and didn't ever dawn on me till about 2-3 weeks ago that there is some reason why I'm getting a lot of work done on other things and not the inlay. And it seems like it's been like that on the last 2 inlays. So the next one, I'm probably going to do intermittent pictures. Might do like a picture every 3rd row or something. That'd be easier to do. And then try to kind of combine it into something. Though, I mean, I don't know. I'm always debating back and forth. Do I do it without doing a time lapse? Do it? I'm like, I'll regret not doing it when I get done with a piece and I didn't do it. That's my biggest fear. I'll be like, man, I should have done it. This would have been so cool to be able to time lapse this one. And then I'll be like, yeah. And then I'll do it going, yeah, it took me longer because yeah. Sounds about right for me. Alright, so where are we at here? Yeah, we're in an hour. Could go a little bit longer, but I don't want to get into the... On my normal inlays, I don't want to end on a row. I've come to find out that this what I'm doing here would be better to end on a row. Wouldn't really matter, I guess, but... So... Let's see here. Yeah, I think... Yeah, one more row, I think, is what I'll need to do here. And make it a good, even amount there. X, there's my O. I got all my other tags done. I just need to get the wraps done for them. So we'll go X here. I'll block you here. I'll block you there. I'll get you there. The game that you can never win. Though I still have fun playing it. So, alright. Let me go ahead and flip back on over here to the main. And if I can click the button. So, I do want to thank everybody again that has joined us tonight and watched us. And thank you all for the likes and follows, shares, all that. We're still looking to get to 500 followers on Facebook now. Is our next goal. We've gotten to 300. So, don't forget to like, share us out there. If you see anything that you find on our Facebook pages that aren't on our website to buy, just send us a message. Let us know what you're looking for. We'll get you set up. So, again, I want to thank everybody. I do appreciate all your time and for watching now or later. Tonight is Monday, so we'll be back on Wednesday night. Wednesday night at 7:30. We stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, all at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. So, hope you all have a great night, and we will catch you again on Wednesday night. Peace.